Okay, morning everyone. So it's action-packed once again. Yesterday, I went through AMD on my video yesterday briefly. Clearly it's great to see what's going on here because I've loved this company for a long time. Unfortunately, I did not have it in the trading book when we got that news yesterday. It will be going back in. Probably not today, but I'll let you know when I do put it back in because it's a little bit overbought. But the big picture here for AMD is fantastic, right? I mean, these guys have a GPU product, and they have done for some time, that's equally as good as NVIDIA's, and yet they get almost zero credit for it. And NVIDIA has over 90% market share in the GPU accelerators, which is ultimately where NVIDIA are competing with them. No one else in the world has this product, and it is finally they're getting the attention that they deserve, and they're doing a deal with OpenAI is the latest in a recent spree of deals with the big guys. So NVIDIA should continue to re-rate, but in terms of trading, short term, it's all a little bit overcooked. And overcooked is the name of the game right now. That's why I sold Applovin. Had a short that I put on Friday. I sent you a video of that. I got a bit lucky yesterday, I must admit, because the SEC are probing them over what's called fingerprinting, which is a practice. It's essentially it's an illegal practice of tracking user data. It's restricted by Google and Apple. The stock was down 14% last night during normal hours and after hours again. So I'll be covering that today because that was a bit of luck, quite frankly. So that's a nice trade. I put the Palantir short back on after having covered it 5% lower the day before. On Friday again, sorry. And so the Palantir short is back in the book. The QQQ short remains there. It's been painful. We all know that the market continues to just grind and grind and grind. And every day that goes by when the speculation in quantum and nuclear are probably the two most obvious places where this is. Look no further than OKLO and QBTS or IONQ. Right, listen, these are the stocks that all the retail universe are just obsessed with. That many of whom are trading for the first time, have never seen a market sell-off. I was talking to a few people who didn't even partake or were not participating in markets during the April sell-off, which by the way was 25% in 2 weeks with the Nasdaq. It's interesting to see who's participating in this market, but the levels of exuberance, the levels of speculation that we're seeing are starting to get a little bit concerning. And listen, I like quantum. I love the long-term picture for quantum. I was buying quantum stocks 6 months ago, but right here, right now, as a trader, it's very, very irresponsible, stroke impossible to be long quantum stocks, right? They're just crazy. So I've got a short in the book, as you know. They've hurt a little bit. Luckily, the rest of the book has been doing well, so the net P&L is all good. So I'm holding on to my quantum shorts. I'm holding on to my Palantir short, which I added. I'm going to cover the Applovin short today. In terms of the longs, Viking is working very well, up another 9% yesterday, keeping that. AMLMU is all good. That stays in the book on the long side. Novo and Orsted, they stay in the book on the long side. Aiden in Europe again on the long side stays in the book. And Plug Power, we've discussed many times. I'll probably take some profits in that today. Listen, this has been a massive win, right? It's up 400% since I bought it and since I started talking about it. We've had a whole series of wins, and my view is the stock can potentially have a complete turnaround, right? If they continue to win these hydrogen contracts, and they continue to ramp production, and they continue to fix their balance sheet, and the world suddenly realizes that hydrogen power is a thing that actually is that makes sense and can add to the pie of power that we desperately need to power the world of data centers, then this stock could conceivably end up back where it was before at 60. We're a long way away from that, but that is potentially what could happen here, right? It's still a huge amount of short interest. So from a trading perspective, short term, it's a bit overcooked, and I'll probably exit the trade today and just take a bit of a breather. But structurally, long term, I really quite like the setup for this stock, if I'm honest. So it's certainly not going to go away, and I'll certainly talk about it a lot more. Anyway, that's just to kick things off today. I'll speak again soon.